welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing this fun classic prom look. If y'all want to see that, then keep on watching. Alrighty, simply starting this off with the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. And just taking a little bit of that. I absolutely love this filter. It just gives like a nice bright but yet natural glow to your skin. So put on a little bit of that. And I'm taking my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Nude. Taking now the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Neutral. I have actually been to a couple of prom, and here's a little advice if you're going to prom. If you are wearing heels, that is great because heels are a lot of fun, but after a while they can start to hurt and rub and cause blisters and the like. So I really suggest bringing a pair of socks with you, so when things get a little bit too intense or your feet really start hurting, bring a pair of really fun socks. That way you can still have a fun look about you and your feet won't hurt. So once again, just blending that in. And as always, we do want to set that. So I am taking my Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal setting powder and taking a little powder puff here and simply just press it under our eyes because we do want that to bake on the nose as well. Anywhere that you really want to bake with your face, I suggest using like a powder puff or a dry beauty sponge. But other parts of your face, I would just suggest taking a big fluffy facial brush and just kind of pressing that in like so. Moving on to the brows, I am taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the shade Dark Brown. And just simply taking a clean, fluffy facial brush and just swiping away that excess baking. And I am simply taking my Hoola Bronzer by Benefit, and we are going to start warming up the face. And you don't want to go too crazy because we still want like a nice, fresh, fun look. Taking now my Tarte blush in the shade Party. And it is a very light shade here, very natural. And also going back in with the Hoola Bronzer, we are just taking that on an angled brush here and just contouring the nose a bit before we put on some highlighter. Just taking my Anastasia Emerezi highlighter on a highlighter brush here. And you can see this is a very gorgeous highlight. I absolutely love it. Alrighty, now that we are done with the face, it's now time to move on to the eyes. Alrighty, so I went ahead and applied a little bit of eye primer, the Ulta eye primer in Champagne. So I am simply taking a fluffy kind of facial crease brush here and my Just Peachy Mattes and going in just to set the eye primer with peach butter here. Going in now with peach tea, bringing in a little bit more color here. And we just want a nice warm transition. Grabbing a little bit of a smaller brush here and going in with the shade Peach Cobbler. Now I'm taking my Urban Decay Nocturnal Shadow Box and I am taking the shade Blackout on an angled eyeliner brush here. And we are simply going to just press in a wing. And then from there, we can blend our black eyeshadow. So taking a defined brush here and going back with the shade Blackout. Just taking a little bit of that and just blending that with the mark that we had just made with the angled eyeliner brush there. And just going in with the shade Delete. And just kind of blending that along as well. Going back in with the Just Peachy Mattes, and we are just taking once again the shade Peach Tea and just kind of softly blending that to just blend out any harsh edges or any kind of harsh transition that we have going on. And just going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Gold Palette. And going for the shade Rich Girl, just taking a little bit of that on our finger, and we are just pressing that onto the lid. Alrighty, for the lower lash line, I'm going back with the Urban Decay's Nocturnal Box, and I just have this little smudger brush here, taking some Blackout, and then going back in with the Just Peachy Mattes, and going in with Peach Cobbler, and putting that under the rest of the eye. Taking now my NYX Vinyl Liquid Liner. And since we already have like that little cleaned edge right there, that is basically your mark of where to put your wing. And then just for the waterline, I am taking the L'Oreal Infallible in the shade black. And that is looking good, guys. And going in again with the chocolate gold palette, I am taking the shade Rollin' in the Dough on a small brush here. We are highlighting the brows. And we are also taking that kind of matte off-white into our inner tear ducts as well. Alrighty, so off camera, I curled my lashes, and I'm now taking my CoverGirl Peacock Flare Mascara. And that is the first coat, and I will do 2 more off camera, and I will be right back. Alrighty, I have zoomed you all out, and I have applied 3 coats to my top lashes, and then just 1 bottom coat. Taking the Nevia Lip Butter, and I'm just taking this one in the Vanilla Macadamia Kiss. Just taking a little bit of that on a lip brush. And I am taking my CoverGirl Lip Perfection in the shade Radiant. And I'm just going to be lining my lips with that. Especially with bold colors, guys, you really do want to line your lips so it doesn't bleed and get all over the place. Now I am just taking the Tarte's Lip Paint in the shade Bay. And I think that's really what helps tie the look together, is a nice classic red lipstick. And just going in with the Too Faced Peach Blur Powder. And just taking the Tarte Ready Set Radiant Mist here. And that is it, guys, for this fun classic prom look. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to check out the social media shout out down below. My social media links are there as well. Love you guys. Bye!